after the joint practice?
I think the defense played pretty good. We give up a couple plays here and there we wish we could have back. Still early in training camp, you know what I mean? We still have time, but not too much time. So, I think there's a lot of good things, some things we got to improve, and, we'll get better.
Do you guys increase the magnitude on these practices knowing that you won't get a ton of snaps in an actual preseason game?
Yeah, no, definitely for the guys who aren't playing it in preseason, you definitely look at it as this is our time to get ready. So, played a lot of snaps out there. I thought it was good work. Got to review the film and, see what we can do to get better.
What is it about the cohesion of the group, the defensive line, why you guys need reps to go out there and play well and have success?
I think as a defensive line to play good, you have to play well off each other. You know what I mean? Some people like to look at the D-line as 4 independent contractors, but it's really 4 people rushing as one. And, if one guy goes rogue and doesn't do their job, the other 3 aren't going to be able to, make the plays they need to. So I think we played good. I think we practiced good. We still got some things we got to work on naturally, and, we'll get better.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I feel like every time that I see y'all defense, somebody else is out there playing. How much does that speak to the depth that you guys have on this defensive unit?
I mean, all us DBs, we know every position, so whenever we need a spot filled in, he can just throw anybody in.
What is it about this group why you guys think you'll be able to take the next step compared to last year?
I say everybody versatile, we're close, we always talk to each other, so just being on the field make it easy for us.
What's that competition like? Obviously, I know only a certain number of guys can play, but I'm sure everybody's still vying for the same spot. How do you guys keep that competition but also stay friendly while competing?
I mean, competition, we've been competing all our lives. I say, you see somebody make a play, now you got to make a play. You don't want nobody to have one up, but you be happy for each other.
Right. What can you say about Dwight McGlothern? It seems like every time we come out here, he's getting his hands on the football and making some type of play for y'all defense.
Knew to go find the ball. He always around the ball.
I appreciate you, Jay.
That just, elevates everybody in that huddle and elevates everybody, throughout the day. When it's like, we just got a first down, but he's upset because of something, and then, we go back to the film, he talks about it, we learn from it, we move on, and, we're holding each other to a big standard, and that's player-driven, which is huge.
TJ, obviously it's a very veteran-laden offense, and he's a new guy stepping in. What has he shown you guys as veterans this training camp? What have you seen?
I mean, he doesn't feel like a young guy. I mean, the way he controls the huddle, the way he comes in, his energy in the huddle, how he talks about the game, the level, and the mentality, how he talks about it. Sorry, it's high level thinking, and so when you're talking about a young guy, there's a lot of times you don't feel like that from him, and that's a lot of fun to see from just a second-year guy. But he deserves all the credit. Last year, obviously going into all the meetings. This year, just being as engaged as he has been, and as much learning as he's done, has been a lot of fun to watch, and we'll just continue this and keep moving forward.
TJ, how much do you think he's grown with everything that's on his plate pre-snap? We talked about the huddle, but even when he gets
I mean, he has no problems with that. That's one thing. I mean, you talk about a veteran or a young guy acting as a vet. He doesn't have any problem with pre-snap stuff. He's got his keys that he goes through. And like I said, he controls the huddle. He mixes the cadences. He remembers all that stuff at the beginning, and some of that stuff is a lot. But he's feeding the calls really well to us. He's understanding the calls. There's a lot of good things to say about him. And like I said, we're just looking forward to continue to compete against these guys and then move it into the regular season.
TJ, what do you personally get out of something like this? I know that you all as a veteran know how to pace yourselves, but what do you get out of like a first day of joint practice?
It's fun. I mean, there's a different energy, obviously, because you've seen it the last week or so where we start to get chippy with each other, and it's just nice to have other guys out there where you're competing against, and maybe they don't know your moves, so they're not cheating as much, or there's a lot of different things. You just come out here and compete, and it makes it fun, and it pushes you as a player because you have so many things that go off of different things, and these guys don't know exactly that, and so it's fun to come out here and play a different jersey and different guys.
KO said he had conversations with you guys not to get too chippy, though, right?
It's our guys at the end of the day. That's going to happen. We come into this locker room and it's all love. We're all brothers. Even when things happen out here on the field, it ends once we get outside the stripes, and so it's fun. That's camp. that's something that, you know, you talk to other guys that are retired or outside of this, they miss this kind of stuff. And so stuff you can't take for granted, and you just love having that for sure.
Awesome, thank you.
It's your first training camp so far. Well, your training camp with the Minnesota Vikings so far.
I don't know. I got to lead it right into the coaches, man. I'm just going out there giving my best effort.
What was it like this past weekend, getting your feet wet in an actual game and trying to showcase your abilities to these coaches?
It was a dream come true. You know, I just got to make sure I take advantage of every rep, go out there, give my all. You know, whether or not I'm getting subbed out or not, I'm dead tired. I just got to keep going out there working.
Did you happen to see the post from Brian Baldinger recently?
I'm not sure.
He did a Baldy's breakdown on you, talked about how you're always around the quarterback, how you keep showing up in and out every game and every practice. What does that mean to you?
I appreciate you for watching me. I'm just glad he's noticing me.
What does it mean to be competing on this defensive line and the depth that you guys have?
It means a lot. This room is a very talented room. We got a lot of great guys that want you to get better. It's no egos. Everybody's here for one goal, and that's just to better themselves.
Finish is through the roof, but we knew that from last year, and I feel like none of that has affected him at all. He's still the same JJ, and it's going to be really fun come game days on Sundays, blocking for him, protecting him, and seeing the plays that he can make.
How do you feel about your progress just this
I feel really great about it. It's a day at a time, and today was a huge step. Really going against a live group, guys I don't know well, so it really wasn't too much film or anything I could really watch. So I feel like things went really well. We'll go watch the tape and correct the things that weren't and move on.
What was the hardest lesson you learned from not playing?
The hardest lesson was just patience. I feel like things aren't always going to go the way I want it. My body might be telling me I got to slow down, and I might want to keep going. So just having that patience and just knowing just to really take this thing a day at a time, and everything will be right. And if we do this thing the right way, I'll be back on the field in no time. But I'm just glad to be out here with my guys again. Just watching from the bleachers, because I couldn't even be on the sideline last year. So just watching from the bleachers, it was hard. But now I'm back out here now, and we're going in the right steps. Yeah, we get in space, and we get to go run down DBs, the little guys, and they don't know how to react when we're running at them. So sometimes we might get hit low, but it's fun to show your athleticism, and yeah, we love them.
Where do you feel like the run game is, just watching from afar?
I feel like it's going in the right direction. We got two great backs, Jordan and Aaron, and they're both special in their own ways. And when Jordan gets back there, we know what he brings, and when 3-3 gets back there, we know what he brings. So we just gotta open those lanes for them and let them do their thing.
Thanks a lot, Christian.